Today, we will consider the topic, the reward of integrity, trusting God in temptation. Our scripture reading, 1 Corinthians 10-13. No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. Once upon a time, in a bustling city full of dreams and aspirations, there lived a man named David. David was a businessman, ambitious, hardworking, and always trying to stay true to his principles. He had a small but growing business, and with every passing day, he felt the weight of his choices pressing against him. The city was competitive, with people hustling to get ahead, and the pressure to succeed was immense. David loved what he did, but like many, he faced constant temptations that threatened to compromise his values. One day, David found himself at a crossroads. He had just secured a big contract with a major client, which, if managed well, could set him on a path to greater success. But there was a catch. The client asked for a few adjustments in the deal. Nothing illegal, but certainly unethical. They wanted David to fudge some numbers, misrepresent the quality of their product, and mislead other clients in the process. It was a shortcut, an easy way to seal the deal and gain financial success. But David knew it was wrong. As he sat at his desk, looking at the contract and weighing his options, he felt torn. On one side, there was the temptation to take the shortcut, to make the deal and enjoy the immediate rewards of success. On the other, there was the voice of his conscience, reminding him of the importance of integrity and honesty. He was tempted, and the pressure was mounting. But David was a man of faith, and he knew that temptation was something everyone faced. He remembered the verse from 1 Corinthians 10:13, which said, "God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear." In that moment, he felt the urge to pray. David closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and said a prayer for strength. "God, I'm struggling," he whispered. "This deal could change everything for me, but I know it's wrong. Please help me choose the right path, even if it's hard. Give me the strength to walk in integrity, no matter the cost." As David prayed, he felt a sense of peace come over him. It wasn't the peace of certainty. He still didn't know what would happen next. But it was the peace of knowing that God was with him, guiding him. He made his decision. He would reject the deal as it was and go back to the client with the truth. He would find another way, a way that honored God and his principles. The next day, David met with the client. He explained that he couldn't compromise his integrity, even if it meant losing the contract. The client was frustrated but respected David's honesty. They parted ways, and David couldn't help but wonder if he had just made a mistake. The road ahead seemed uncertain. His business, though growing, was still fragile, and turning down such an opportunity felt risky. Months passed, and life didn't get easier. The financial pressures were real, and David still wondered if he had made the right choice. But then one day, something unexpected happened. Another company, one that valued integrity and ethics in business, took notice of David's reputation. They were looking for someone with strong leadership qualities and a solid moral compass to help them expand. They were willing to offer David a role in their company, one that would not only come with a promotion, but also the chance to lead teams and make a real difference in the business world. The promotion was more than David had ever hoped for. It was the recognition of his hard work, yes, but more importantly, it was a reward for the integrity he had chosen to uphold. It wasn't just a business success, it was a confirmation that God had truly provided a way out of temptation, just as he promised. David sat down that evening and reflected on the journey. He realized that while the temptation had been great, so too had been God's faithfulness. When he chose integrity, even though it was difficult, God had honored that choice in ways he couldn't have anticipated. The promotion, the recognition, and the new opportunities were all part of God's plan to reward faithfulness. David thought about how often in life, temptation comes disguised as an easy path. It comes when we're weary, when we're uncertain, and when the road ahead seems too steep to climb. Temptation whispers that a shortcut will get us what we want faster, easier. But what temptation doesn't tell us is that shortcuts often lead to dead ends. They lead to compromised values, damaged relationships, and a loss of peace. But when we choose the path of integrity, even when it's hard, God provides. He doesn't promise that the road will be free of challenges, but He promises that He will be with us through it all, giving us the strength to endure and the wisdom to make the right decisions. David knew in his heart that temptation wasn't something to fear. God had equipped him with everything he needed to stand firm, and when he felt weak, God was there to strengthen him. That day, as he reflected on everything that had happened, he felt a deep sense of gratitude, not just for the promotion or the business success, but for the deeper lesson. God was faithful. He had never left David's side, and he never would. David had learned that God's way was always the best way. Reflection: temptation comes to all, but God provides a way of escape. We often face moments when we are pulled in different directions, when the right choice is hard to see, and when the pressure to take the easy way out feels overwhelming. But it is in these moments that God's faithfulness shines the brightest. When we are tempted, God doesn't leave us to face it alone. He promises that He will not let us be tempted beyond what we can bear. And even more than that, He promises to provide a way out, a way to choose what is right, a way to stay true to our values, and a way to honor Him in everything we do. The story of David reminds us that while shortcuts might offer temporary gains, they can't provide the lasting peace and fulfillment that comes from living with integrity. When we choose to follow God's path, even when it's hard, we find that He leads us to greater blessings than we could have imagined. Whatever temptations you face, remember that God is faithful. He knows your struggles, and He will provide the strength and wisdom you need to overcome. He's always there, guiding you toward the path of integrity and honoring your choices. So the next time you face temptation, remember that God is with you. Trust in His faithfulness, choose the right path, and know that He will reward your faithfulness in ways you cannot even imagine.